champion. Sit, please.
You shouldn't miss this chance to trade.
A caravan of Oseram made camp in the Still Sands south of here. We've tolerated them so far. But their leader's a greedy profiteer, and he's bringing in all kinds of supplies from no man's land. They'd better hope our commander doesn't decide to supply them with a swift death instead.
I'm sure there's more important things on your commander's mind. Maybe I should check up on Clovis and his crew. See what they're up to.
Yeah?
I was thinking we could spar for a bit. When you have the time.
Oh, sure. Yeah, of course.
Might be a way to deal with mine.
Yeah, beating the crap out of me makes you feel better. I'm off.
Did you need something?
Just you wait, Farm. We're taking those space slugs down.
There you are.
Well done, Aloy. Despite my reservations, you managed to secure Silence and his weapon. You're truly a shining example of Liz's fortitude.
I've been thinking about what you said at your house. How you were friends with Elizabeth. It was more than that, wasn't it?
Perceptive as ever. You're right, we were together for a time.
Okay, so... what happened?
I was an orphan. I had always been alone. By my 30s, I was starting to wonder if that was simply my fate in life. And then I met Liz. We kept running into each other at conferences. We'd have coffee. At some point, it became drinks. I thought it was just shop talk, an exchange of ideas, but then I was surprised at how much I looked forward to seeing her. Soon we were flying halfway across the world every other week just to meet up. For the first time, I didn't feel lonely. I could imagine a future where I wasn't. I think Liz felt the same way at first. She had lost her mother a few years back. I filled a void for her. I know I did. But as time passed, it seemed as though she wanted less when I wanted more. And so we ended things.
So helping me. Restoring Elizabeth's dream. It's what,
A second chance, yes. I made a mistake leaving Earth while Liz stayed behind. I should have done more. So when I saw you, a woman who has carved her own remarkable path, beyond even what made Liz a phenomenon, I knew I had to help you. To do right by her.
Why did you make the data channel look like your house?
I built that house as a shelter to web cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly, some of the
And you wanted Beta?
Yes. I thought if she could... a heritage... I'm sorry, I had...
Why do you think
I've wondered that. She was brilliant. Visionary. But it also felt like she kept everyone at arm's length, including... I think, in the end, she had...
I found a recording of you and Elizabeth. back in the Proving Lab, after Farzineth's attempt to steal Gaia.
Yes.
She said something after the call. I think she regretted how things ended between you.
Did she? All this time, thank you for telling me. I've always hated that those were the last words we ever said to each other. And that her last impression of me was as a functionary of Far Zenith, not who I truly am.
Okay. I'll let you know when it's time.
I'll be here until then. And thank you, Aloy, for giving me this chance. My past has always been a struggle. More than once I've lost everything. But when I look to the future, I see Liz's dream fulfilled. A universe of new possibilities.
Maybe we can make it happen.
We will. I won't let anything get in the way. I promise you that. I thought this place could use a little art.
I keep thinking.
Haven't seen you since the battle at the Grove. How are you holding up?
I saw you fly on the wings of the Ten, and paralyze Regalla's army with lightning. I would say that I am inspired.
Thank you, I guess.
It is I who should be thanking you.
Look, I know you're probably not happy about keeping Regalla around, but I want her on our side when we fight the Zeniths.
It is more than she deserves. Even so, I will not question your judgment.
Thank you, Kotallo. Things will get ugly once the Zeniths realize we're in their base. You'll need every trick you've ever learned.
I would have it no other way. Many soldiers died in the old world to make sure we stood here today. We will endure on their behalf. Though, I am curious how you intend to defeat the Zenith's defenses without an army of our own.
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're ready to fight.
As you say. You have more than earned my trust.
Did you meet Tilda?
There is something about her that doesn't seem natural. I wouldn't be surprised if my sword went through her and she didn't bleed at all.
Honestly, with her, nothing would surprise me. Your people keep mentioning the wings of the Ten. What exactly does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings and leapt into battle from the sky. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess. It is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Kulrut. And now, you have done it. Like the deeds of the Ten themselves, it will never be forgotten. Tell me. How did it feel?
I won't lie. Pretty good.
I can only imagine.
I have to go. But I'll be briefing everyone on the plan soon.
Understood.
This must be from the Scorcher that Katalo and I took down. Not a bad way to test his arm. He's come a long way from the embassy.
Where have I seen these before?
So, you return.
There it is.
This must be from the Cool Route. Between the Rockbreaker and the Slitherfang, Regalla really wrecked the arena. I'm glad her rebellion is finally over. Now Hikaru and his people can move forward. Well, now I know where metal flowers come from. A last-ditch effort to stop the Pharaoh Plague. Demeter must have started distributing them after it took refuge in the greenhouse. Delana must have left this for me on her way back east. I wish she could have stayed. But I know Meridian and the Lodge need her.
So many long words.
Is this a piece from the bulwark? Katalo must have brought this with him as a trophy. I may have fired the cannon, but he really put Tekotteh in his place. One of Studius Fortis's many scrolls. There's a pain getting him to Barren-Light. Still, he didn't deserve to be run down by Regalla's riders. A war horn. To summon an army of rebels and machines. Regalla threw everything she had at the Grove. Even in our duel, she was ruthless. Still, I'd rather have her on my side for the fight ahead.
This place smells wrong. No sand or wind, only cold steel. And the others up there, your squad.
They can hold their own. As for this base, it may not be what you're used to, but it is a shelter.
Call it what it is. A cage.
You came here on your own.
For the battle you promised. So for now I wait in my cage for your word. Tell me when to strike.
The deal you made. Override tech in exchange for an assault on the Zenith base. How did Sylens approach you?
That name means nothing to me. My agreement was with the Oseram Asera and her sons of Prometheus.
So all this time, you didn't even know who you were really dealing with? And you trusted an Outlander?
If it was a trick, I would have crushed her. But she spoke with the same burning hatred for the Karja. And she offered me the chance to run them down with machines. The terror in your enemy's eyes when they see you charge. You know what I'm talking about. I bet you felt it.
I don't think so. What about your end of the deal? Would you have honored it?
Had I killed a car? And become chief. These Zeniths would have been the first of the tribe's victories, but because of you, my people will continue to consort with the enemy. A tribe of weaklings.
Because of me, hundreds of Tenakth won't throw away their lives in a battle they can't win. All right.
Ever since you got in my way, I've won. But if I'm to die, then it might as well.
I'll let you know when it's...
Be welcome, Outlander.
Aloy! Oh, your timing couldn't be better. Over here!
Our heroine returned to the teller of tales, who smiled warmly with the promise of another adventure.
Aloy! Well, I guess I'm grounded for now.
You found those face painters, huh? Hope they got what was coming to them.
Hope you gave those rebels a few extra tattoos.
Remedies and brews to make life easier.
A rush of air. An image from the old world. Looks like part of the city inside the dome. Maybe I'm slow to let it be image? You get a good view of the city from this overhang. Maybe I should try to line up the image here. I think I'm out of range at the vista point. I gotta try again. I could try to line up the vista point image again. Should be within range. Okay, let's see. I think this shows part of the city down here. Got it. Stick the landing.
Hammer to your head.
Anyone looking to play a game or two of Machine Strike?
Who smiled warmly with the promise of another adventure.
Here we go.
Stemmer, did you need something?
As a new dream dawned for the adventuring trio, they returned to the depths of the formerly sunken city, where fortune was found behind every crumbling wall as a bulging keg bursts with free-flowing ale. That is, we broke our way into more of the ruins below, and in one of them, the wordsmith beheld a glimmering gizmo, a wonder among a sea of wonders. Alas, the gizmo lay beyond his grasp.
You saw some kind of gizmo but couldn't get it?
A door bars the way, locked by some confounded means. Morland contemplated explosives, but Abaddon thought the odds of crushing the gizmo under rubble were too high. For once, the Shard Counter's skepticism might be warranted. The old wordsmith's hopes were dashed, until a friend with a knack for performing the impossible returned from beyond the... Might I persuade you to...
I'll see what I can do.
Once you're down there, take a ride at the... And so our heroine went...
Same time, same place.
Great gears! Aloy? Is that you? Were you flying a machine? Aloy, oh, this is a grand day. Greatness is in the air. Or will be soon.
Greatness, huh?
Behold, I call it Morland's amazing elevating orb, inspired by the floating spheres the Banuk use for their clan contests. When aloft, this grand construction will be a spectacle henceforth unseen by the eyes of the living. Aside from your arrival, unburdened by gravity, it'll be a floating beacon, drawing people from great distances to our destination of wonders and amusement.
Except...
we're missing one key piece. A mechanical burner. Small, magnificent design. Old world ingenuity at its peak. We found it when we opened up more of the ruins below and discovered numerous statues of strange winged serpents. One such statue had the burner in its mouth. Oh, no doubt part of some ancient fire-filled spectacle. Oh, Aloy, it's perfect for the orb. But a swarm of burrowers chased us out before I could grab it. Could you get it? Please?
Okay, Morland, you got me. I'm curious. I'll get it for you.
I knew I could count on you. Okay. Head down to where we fought that Tide Ripper after you drained all the water. When you get down there, head right and look for a room to the side. The statue you want is up high, looming like a nightmare. Oh, and if you'd like a smoother descent into the ruins, use the elevator. Just head back into the building and go upstairs.
Got it. I'll see what I can do.
Stupendous. Thank you. I await your return. Ah! Have you found that burner?
Let's stretch those wings. Much better. This is where we part ways. One of the signal devices. Should be a lens. I can got the lens. I can trade it with Reyna the next time I see her. Time to get in the air. Gotta turn this thing around. too far. I should head back. Refreshing, I guess. hunch I might trade for something good.
You want to trade? You'll find me here.
Nothing like the smell of sweat and stubbornness to get you going.
Hammer and tongs. You're the first new face I've seen in a while.
Making good use of this.
Alvin must be fuming that he's not the hero of the day.
Sitting down now. can trade it with Reyna the next time. I see her. Those vines are blocking the way into the tower. There we go. Watchtower on that ridge across the valley. Looks like a long climb to get up there. That's the last lens. I should trade with Reyna the next time I'm in Barrenlight.
Oh, this will really cool. I'll add a
For another round.
How are the refugees?
They keep to themselves mostly, but they have food and shelter. Some even found work around town. Good thinking, giving them that Stormbird heart.
I'm glad it helped. I hope they can get back on their feet.
I'll keep checking up on them.
Then they'll be just fine. The concession decree Ulvund won.
A writ that would have put, even though they're on card, it would have meant a stone and no more risk in the shard. And since it would have made, not to mention, so he's a sly.
Has Tolland?
Nah. So he cleared out of town. Good riddance.
I thought you'd be back.
Well, after the big butt realized, heard about the and thanks.
I guess you.
Guess I did.
I'll see you around, Petra.
Until next time.
seen
I'm
you here
sorry, I'll be right
before.
with you. Okay, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm saying it's overkill.
It's a weapon. Kill is the point.
Not if it blows the user's arm off. Oh, just stop talking. Where are we? Ah. So, you.
Actually,
But you're just nuts. I am with a customer.
I'm not a customer.
I got it. Triple the powder. It'll boom. One.
Maybe I am.
Then you are in the right place at the right time, Red. How would you like to be the proud owner of the
Explosive.
yet perfectly safe?
Are you two?
Nah, the dad sent us out in search of some.
Sounds like you had.
Let's just say how I want to make.
So,
My apprentice and my sister. There was an incident.
involved.
Boom.
And Dad's precious homebrew.
Huh. Tell me more about.
Saw a scroll when I was a kid by some. Had a scary drawing of a Tenakth warrior hunting. Effective, but come. And I am on the brink.
Whereas
I can use machine.
Well, Boomer here's boomsticks.
Why not both?
That. I need the parts.
Well, for starter, charger horns.
Yeah, otherwise, the real.
There's a mean one.
Boomer. You get him for.
You have it.
How's the hunting and
Getting there.
What can I do for it?
I'll be on my way.
Don't be a stranger.
Trigger chain reaction. Good. We'll keep an eye out for them the next time on the move.
My wares are here for your perusal.
I was hoping I'd see you around. Is that what I think it is?
Now you've got all your lenses.
My pops would be sad they're tearing down those towers. But he'd be happy these lenses were spared. Many thanks to you, Aloy. Oh, here. What I owe you. Now this is true.
So what do you...
I'm taking the ankles all better, and I miss the stench of soot in the air.
Let's hope you don't find any more opportunities on your way there.
Nope.
Looking for a real chap?
Maybe you ought to slow down. Look at you!
Gentlemen, I'm glad to see you out of that cell.
Did you get them?
I got them. The Eclipse are done. For good.
You hear that? She did our job for us. Again.
And survived to tell the tale, which we wouldn't have.
Thanks for believing me, Savior.
You were telling the truth.
See? At least someone around here listens to me.
Stay safe and come back soon.
I heard what happened at the Rot. You're lucky you didn't have to walk all the way back here with them. I'm glad I got to see my homeland again. Never thought leaving a second time would be twice as hard. Solana says we're heading back to Meridian soon. We're gonna practice hunting Ravagers along the way. I heard what happened at the Rot. You're lucky you didn't have to walk all the way back here with them.
Aloy! Glad to see the West hasn't claimed you yet.
How have things been?
Not going to lie. It's been a challenge. Keeping the fort's repairs running smoothly while watching for any signs of Regala and her rebels, but we're holding together.
So it's Commander Lawan now?
For the time being. So, what can I do for you?
It's too bad about...
At least Nozar went down fighting. Well,
What happened to them?
Nozar's remains were delivered to his family. Vaidis was taken to the Temple of the Sun in Meridian. I heard the Sun Priests buried him with his scrolls.
I'm sure he would have liked that. About Vashav. What happened to him?
His body was taken back to Meridian. Sun King Avad had him interred with highest honors in the Elite. No soldier could ask for more.
Vashav called Regala a riot.
Her attack was...
They knew the lay, and they knew Vashav was going to be handed over. If the Tenakth weren't expecting her, she must have spent months gathering.
They had to have made... some...
I found that camp, actually, but at least they won't be striking.
That's a relief.
I need to be going.
Of course.
I'm guessing Amadas went on his way?
We parted once we were inside the gates. I promised I'd see him back to the Sundom, and I did.
I'm sorry you went through all of that just to break things off in the end.
I'm not.
Really?
I don't want to be with him while he's still holding on to Nessa. Maybe he'll never let go. Or maybe when he's figured himself out. Who knows? All I can say right now is that there's no one quite like him.
That sounds... complicated.
Taking down a Thunderjaw is easier. One day you'll know what I mean.
I don't know about that.
That's what I used to say. As for me, I have the Hunter's Lodge to get back to. Thrushes to train, bigoted nobles to boot out. But hey, look, the one good thing out of all of this mess was that I got to spend time with you again.
I'll miss you, Talana.
Well, whenever you take down a big machine out there, just remember that I'm back east taking down something bigger.
Okay, you're on.
Come here. Until we meet again. Don't worry about me. I'm sure you have your own hunts to get to.
Encounter Nox, just run.
Trying in. Stash this away for later.
careful out here, Red.
There's the land god. I'll have to deal with those machines before I install the reboot code. Machines. Time to install this code on that land god. Maybe this is enough. installed on that land. Let's try this again. Nice and easy. 1 down, 2 to go. Zoe, you there?
I'm here.
I found T and installed the reboot code.
Fitting then that I feel thankful. T's festival came in winter, when all the grain from the harvest was stored away. It was a season of gratitude, and all the children would receive gifts. The best was my first bow, made of yew, strung by my father.
Well, he definitely taught me how to shoot well.
That he did. All right then. I'll head to Plainsong and deliver the code to the land gods there.
Must be down there somewhere. Time for a swim. We better stay away from that snap maw. Getting down now. Using fire against that. Here I come. And go! Dead Oseram. And some equipment around that pool. Are they mining for greenshine underwater? Another Oseram. Looks like he got caught under some debris and couldn't get back to the surface. More of this stuff. Guess these Oseram were trying to scrape up every last piece of it. And now this cavern's a watery grave. What a waste. View from the old world. I think I can see part of the city. Las Vegas, maybe. To where the image was taken. Should be easier to look around now without those machines. That did it. that? locator shows there's another recording in there. Pharaoh might have been responsible, but... Stop the machines. That was the problem. Yep, there's another locator beacon on the same frequency.
My wares are here if you...
Kid stood up to Kara for us.
You look geared up for battle. was a smart choice.
Aloy!
Wish I could say we don't need them. But even Regala.
Yeah.
Right. Doesn't look like any of...
Yet. So, good talk. I've been busting my butt.
Don't worry. They'll be getting...
Looking forward.
I guess silence is...
I was hoping you'd give me...
Please don't.
You telling me you wouldn't want to get just one goodie? After everything...
Sure. You, talked to Tilda at all?
I tried. I don't think even a hot forge could melt that ice. And you say she wants to help?
I think so. Well, let's hope. I better get going.
Oh, you know where...
Aloy, it appears that we have some interesting new guests. I'm glad to see you're okay, though. I heard you gave the Tenakth something to talk about. I was half expecting you to burst in through the ceiling riding a Sunwing.
Sorry to disappoint. Thoughts on our new Zenith acquaintance?
I'd say she smells like death, but even death smells of something. She's more like a cold piece of metal, bent on repelling all semblance of life.
She's definitely different. Have you talked to any of our new friends?
Erend and I tried speaking to Sylens, but apparently our tribal prattle is unnecessary.
Charming, isn't he? Ready to head over to the Zenith base?
Whatever comes, we will endure.
I have to go.
I'll make sure Erend doesn't punch Sylens in the face.
Thanks.
Did you need something? Something else?
Okay, so your big plan, everything you've been manipulating for the last few months. Let me see if I got this straight. You learned about the Zeniths from Hades when you interrogated it. Then you came up with a plan to defeat them by using a Tenakth army and that weapon. And to get the Tenakth to fight for you, or rather the Sons of Prometheus, armed Regala's rebels with override tech.
Did you have an actual question, or are you still playing catch-up?
So all this time, even before I found the coordinates at the Spire, you were out here scheming. Why couldn't you just tell me?
When I learned of the Zenith's return to Earth, I laid out my plans. I knew I would one day require an army of overzealous Tenakth to assault the Zenith base. The casualties would be extreme. And I knew you would never allow such a sacrifice, no matter how necessary. Thus, I devised a means to remove your interference from the equation. At the Hades Proving Lab.
You wanted me to surrender to the Zenith at the Hades Proving Lab. They almost killed me.
Based on everything I knew about them, I concluded they would find you a useful asset, thereby keeping you out of harm's way and, more importantly, out of my way.
So you really didn't know they had their own clone of Elizabeth?
No. Unfortunately, there was no way I could have known that particular detail.
Detail? Well, I guess if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here today. Why create the Sons of Prometheus? You didn't need a Sarah to make override tech.
They were a necessary safeguard. My time serving Hades in the Eclipse demonstrated the risks of getting directly involved. Through the Sons of Prometheus, I could execute my plans, all while remaining anonymous.
Except to Asera. How did you get Asera to work for you?
I knew there was an associate of the Oseram tinker, Durval, who escaped his failed assault on Meridian. It was trivial to track her down and gain her cooperation. She wanted to succeed where Durval had failed.
So you promised her Regala, and the Tenakth. Asera would help you create a machine-riding army, and wanted to see Meridian burn as much as she did.
And so a partnership was born out of thirst for blood, bonded in mutual self-interest.
You think you had everything figured out, huh?
I did.
While I was out there, I had...
The tribe from across the ocean.
Their entire tribe was shaped around the discovery. Don't you want to know?
No. They stumbled upon the greatest technological artifact from the ancient world, and what did they do with it? They shrouded the knowledge they unearthed in mysticism and taboo, creating a pantheon out of corporate shills.
Yes, well, it also...
Did it now?
So those run-ins with the Quen I mentioned. On one of them, I teamed up with their expedition to search Thebes. We found Pharaoh at the end.
You must have needed Omega clearance. So, what was it like?
Worse than you can imagine.
He single-handedly wiped out collective human knowledge. I'm sure it was still less than he deserved.
Let me guess. You would have scraped him into a jar so you could prod his brain, like what you did with Hades.
For a start.
So
You must...
Let me...
For it.
Why help Regala take over? If you wanted an army, you could have just gone to Hekarro.
Before Regala's rebellion, Hekarro was only concerned with battling machines and fostering friendships with the Karja. Even if I gained his ear, he would never agree to send his forces to battle a threat he couldn't understand.
So helping a bloodthirsty exile was easier?
Yes. Exceedingly so. All Regala craved was war, against the Karja and anyone who threatens the Tenakth. She would have led the tribe into battle without question, which was precisely what I needed.
Tell me about the weapon. How does it work?
I've upgraded the delivery system. It now emits a wave-like effect covering a significant distance.
That doesn't fully answer my question.
No, but I'd be a fool to reveal its inner workings. After all, why did you withhold your plan for dealing with the Zenith drones? Yes, even you can appreciate the value of secrecy when warranted. Suffice it to say that the weapon will work. The intricacies of how is knowledge that is mine alone.
I'll be going.
As you wish. That fabrication terminal has been very useful.
Just you wait, Varl. We're taking those space lads down.
You flew? Kotalo told me. And took out Regala's machines? You know what? I don't even know why I'm surprised. I saw we have visitors and a new weapon. Does this mean we're ready to take the fight to the Zeniths?
Almost. I suppose you saw that Tilda is here. Our very own Zenith.
I almost went up to her to ask her, well, every question I've ever had about the Legacy. Every diviner I know would kill to get 5 minutes with one of the old ones. But now that she's here, all I feel is a vague unease. I don't know if I'm scared of finding out more uncomfortable truths, or just scared of her. Probably both.
Are you okay?
I was wondering, is it really safe having someone like Regala here? She seems angry. The kind of angry that leads to murdering people in their sleep.
Don't worry. We're going to point that anger in the right direction. The Zeniths.
If you say so.
I hope our new guests have been behaving.
This Sylens, he's the one who built the weapon that can take down Zenith shields?
He is. Though I wouldn't expect him to answer any questions about it. He refuses to dole out his secrets to us lesser mortals.
Oh.
You know that special part of us that makes us warm, kind, welcoming?
Our spirit?
Yeah. He was born without that. You sure you're okay going on this mission? I know things must be happening pretty fast for you.
I've already braved oceans and madmen who thought they were ancestors reborn. Why not a few immortals with lethal drones at their command, too?
Guess the more the merrier. I need to wrap up a few things, but stay sharp.
I'll be ready when you call.
I see you've got your new arm ready to go.
Yes. It still feels strange. I've gotten used to the absence, but no matter. I'm sure I will need it before the attack on the Zenith base is through. You wish to speak?
I've gotta go.
I'll be away.
There you are. Would you like to
When Beta escaped and hid in an ancient research facility, I saw another one of the Zeniths. Verbena. Who was she?
A dull star amidst a sea of brighter constellations. Unlike most of Far Zenith's members who amassed their wealth through shrewd business deals and technological achievements, Verbena inherited her billions. Her father had achieved great success in the luxury holotourism industry. At age 24, she became the world's most eligible bachelorette, branding herself a life designer. Someone who leverages their fame to influence the choice of others.
What? Like a cult?
In a way, yes.
Well, she must have done something right to have survived this long.
She was her own brand of ruthless. That much is true. But even rats can cling to a vessel for escape.
When I was in the ruins of Vegas, I found data on a man named Stanley Chen. I think he was a Zenith.
Stanley, ever the optimist. He was one of the good ones. When we established our colony, he built an exact replica of Las Vegas in virtual reality. Lights, shows, gambling, every detail perfectly recreated. And while others cloistered themselves in their own fantasies, he flung his doors wide to everyone.
The way you're talking about him, I'm guessing he didn't make it back to Earth?
No, he perished when our colony was destroyed. He would have been thrilled to discover that part of his beloved city survived.
What can you tell me about...
He was the head of the world's largest finance. It made him one of the wealthiest people.
What does one person...
Buy more power. Gerard's always believed himself to be a refined patrician, able to maintain control with a polished smile. But beneath that exterior is a cold and calculating operator. It was his decision to restrict Beta's upbringing to her digital educators, the avatars of the Apollo database, while we were painted as her benefactors.
Well, we'll deal with him soon enough. And the others.
I would very much like to see his fate.
So, Eric.
I believe he got worse over time. On Earth, he was the founder of a profitable, even as governments abandoned human combatant. He found success with clientele that required. There were also rumors that he. But on Sirius, he retreated to. In them, he could go on ramp.
All of his tribe believes he was one of the greatest people from the old world.
Then they would be quite disappointed.
Okay, so I've had run-ins with a handful of Zeniths. What about the rest?
An array of the wealthiest people on Earth. Titans of their industry.
And let me guess.
Most, but not all. There were a few with whom I got along. She founded the Holonet's most successful dance, and I had fascinating discussions with Song Jiao about her work in cellular biology. Our immortality treatments are due in part, but then there were others like Devin Miller, the CEO of a fast food printing corporation. His only real preoccupations were perfecting his golf swing and taking self-hollows. When I think about all of us, we really should have...
When it's time to break...
I'll go over the full layout. Suffice it to say, we will need to push. There are also printing facilities where the others...
What for?
First for use in the base's infrastructure, and then to fabricate.
When I was out in the wilds, I saw a shuttle take off from the island, heading for space.
It was likely ferrying materials to it. After hundreds of years luxuriating in our digital comforts, the ship was barely. Disaster can strike at any...
You said before that you...
Out of necessity. Both when Earth was consumed and when the colony... I did what I had to. Hence the data channel with Beta.
Have you figured out...
No, and he's... I'll admit it bothers me, but I am confident it will deactivate.
How many of them are in the...
10, including Eric and Gerard. Only a handful of us made it to our ship when our colony collapsed.
I should be going.
I'll be making final preparations.
I'm thrilled. Come to rattle the cage.
Are you really going...
I have no reason to...
Really?
I failed to kill Hekarro. The Karja remain out of my reach. All I have left. So show me where...
The whole time I'd at least like to...
You were among the enemy.
Why?
Dorak, Jiroka, Makalo. And the Karja pushed into the desert. My brother's squad was among... But the Karja captured them. It was too late.
So you wanted...
Vengeance. To tear down the Karjas. Hunt down every last survivor. But my chief betrayed me.
How did Fashav told me how he became a marshal. He earned it just like any Tenakth.
It was an insult. And then a Karja messenger? That's when I knew. Corpse to the...
What happened when the Karja messenger appeared before Hekarro?
The quivering priests bore a message from their new king. No more war. No more raids. Suddenly, the Karja wanted to talk peace. A true Tenakth would never take a Karja truce. Their blood exists to be spilled. He showed himself a Karja-loving traitor when he accepted.
And lost.
His mercy. I vowed never to rest until the debt was repaid. With him on his knees before me. So with an army of soldiers and machines at my back, I returned. The day you got him.
That's all for now.
Leave.
Plainsong honors your name.
I don't need a chaplain telling me what battles to fight.
The real battle is arguing with you.
A lot of wounded. What's going on?
Yeah. The next time I'm on leave, I'm heading to the Grove to keep a swift end to your enemies.
Seems like I have a fan.
She's the one who defeated Regala.
I saw you fly on the wings of the temple. I have the supply we need.
Your actions meant more than just Regala's defeat. You saved...
You said something about rewarding me? You don't have to. Regala had to be stopped.
That battle was almost the end of me and my partner Sosek. During the fighting, I was surrounded by rebels just as I saw a machine about to strike him down. Then your bomb fell from the sky and he was saved. We all were. I can't properly repay you for what you did, but I can offer you something.
You really don't need to.
Honor is payment enough for any warrior, I know, but Greenshine will buy more blades. I discovered a cache of it inside a cave on a mountain to the southwest of here, right at the edge of the desert. It's guarded by machines, but if you can fly in and bomb them as you did in the battle, you can claim the Greenshine for yourself.
I might give it a try. Do you want me to bring some back to you?
No, it's for you, all of it. The least I can give you for saving Sosek's life. I only wish I could be there to see you swoop from the sky and claim it.
A cache of Greenshine could come in handy. Sounds like I'll have to fly up there. And a bomb from a Horus would make dealing with those machines a lot easier.
No, I don't have time.
Don't think I've forgotten
Ridiculous acrobatics. May our blades strike as one. Is there anything
Look, we don't get those hearts, we don't get water. Then every... I'm going back to the pens. I'll gut those machines myself.
So machines did this?
An Easterner with hair like blood. The Outlander that took down the Bulwark.
You bested Regala. Killed her champion Grudda, too. Both of them were our clan.
It's Aloy, and I'm not looking for any trouble.
Maybe I could use some trouble right about now.
Out there is a big herd my people harvest. We take the machines' hearts, send them to our capital, get paid with water. Gets harder every year. Killer machines keep showing up to defend the herd. Last one hit us right as we were penning up our prey. Nearly wiped us out. But our quarry is still in the pens, which, Means if I can get their heart.
If you go out there alone, you'll probably wind up dead, Draka.
I'm not going alone, Chaplain. The great champion killer's coming with me.
How about you answer some questions first? You're not upset.
The desert respects strength. Wouldn't expect any followership.
So you're a chaplain?
You've met Dekka? Her blades were... Now, just like she counsels the Lowlander. Those who reach my age are meant to share our wisdom with the young. Keep them on the true warrior's path when they're...
Doesn't sound like you like the...
Survival in the desert...
Means she really likes her rules and order.
But you don't.
I just don't like her.
This is...
I must be dehydrated.
You mentioned the...
There's no giving. We pay tribute for it with every other desert village has, but the capital of Scalding Spear is the only one with a here in Dry Country.
It is the way of the desert.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about...
Been there for years. We harvest the parts we need. New machines always show up to replace our kills.
What about the killer...
They guard the herd. The more we take out, the more arrive. Now, a sand-blasted Thunderjaw hit us right as we were herding machines into our pens. Had to leave half my hunters behind. Only survivors are the ones you see here.
I'll help you harvest those pen machines if I can. Probably better. Seems like your village needs you.
I like her.
An outlander after my own heart. We can leave now, or I can meet you at our outpost southeast of here.
I'll go with you.
Very well. We leave for the Southeast Canyon.
May the Ten protect you then. I'll await your return and report to the capital.
You do that. This way. Sooner we get those machine hearts, the faster we'll get the water we need. Can't believe an outlander would lend us a hand when our own clan won't. And Jataka has the stones to tell me the commander has good reason to be strict with our water supplies.
You think she doesn't?
I think she's always talking about how scarce water is in the desert. But do you really think anyone in Scalding Spear is dying of thirst? Or her own squad? No. I bet they dip their hand in the trough whenever they want. Our clan should be led by someone who knows what it's like to scrape by. To fight, tooth and nail to survive.
And I'm guessing that someone is you?
I've lived in the fringes of the desert my entire life. I've fought for every single mouthful of water I've ever had. I know I'm a better fighter. And I'm prettier.
Uh-huh.
I'd make sure everyone gets all the water they need, no matter what village they're from.
Didn't Jataka say you guys have too little to go around to begin with?
I'm sure I'll be able to fix that somehow. There's always a way.
I guess that's a good way to look at things.
There it is. Gotta get some more ammo. Follow me. You'll have to excuse the mess. Our soldiers use this place to prepare themselves before herding machines. You're welcome to any supplies you can find. Might need them for the fight ahead.
Thanks.
There we go. Let's move out.
She can tough out the cold. Glass won't help. Claire is sick with this heat.
I've been waiting for you. Those machine parts won't harvest themselves, you know.
You were saying something before you left?
I'm trying to fix something.
I see. All right, you can keep your secrets. Guess I should just be thankful you decide my problems are worth fixing, too.
We're here.
I'll help you harvest machine hearts if it'll get water for your people.
Oh, it will. That's the canyon we draw machines into. Then we block them in and pick them off. Now, we'll have to climb over the barricade to get in. When we do, be ready to fight. I already lost good people in there. Can't wait to see the champion killer in action. You go and I'll follow. Hold on to any hearts you loot and I'll take them from you later.
Hardwater ammo could hurt.
Come on! Give us a fight worth thinking. Hit it where it hurts.
parts we need. I should take these to Draka.
May the wings of the Ten carry you home, my brother.
I got the hearts. We should head back to Arrowhand.
Yeah, at least now we can bag and tag these soldiers. Hold on. Since you can clearly handle a bunch of angry machines, I want to go back to where the Thunderjaw hit us. We lost a lot more fighters there. I can't just leave them to rot. They deserve to be bagged and tagged too. Will you come with me?
Lead the way.
Glad to have you along. To think, so many have to die just to get water.
Did you try talking to your commander? That scalding spear?
Please, the only thing she'll listen to is the sound of a bow being drawn. About that, wouldn't mind having yours at my side if it ever came to it.
I'm just passing through, Draka.
You can't blame me for trying. This is it. Where the Thunderjaw ripped through my squad.
I'm sorry, Draka.
They were warriors to the end. We should get started.
Someone's alive. By the rocks.
Speak sense, soldier.
Burrowers.
To battle!
Now you're just showing off, Aloy!
Thunderjaw's back. This is gonna get rough.
Taking down a Thunderjaw is always a good challenge. Well, this'll do. I should check on Draka and that soldier. Ready for anything, huh?
Didn't think I was going to make it.
You did good, soldier. You're going back home. Thanks to this one.
You were the one who refused to leave your people behind.
I know I'm racking up favors here, but, would you take those hearts back to Arrowhand? We'll be right behind you.
Of course. Be careful.
With that Thunderjaw heart in hand, we'll get all the water we need. Thank you, Aloy.
You've returned. Where's Draka?
Just a little late, Chaplain. Gained some extra baggage on the way back. She's got the machine hearts, including a Thunderjaws. You should have seen this flame in the desert. Here. Something to commemorate our heroic victory.
A victory indeed. Command will be relieved to hear about this.
Get them to Scalding Spear as soon as you can. And tell the commander how many had to die to get them.
Huntress, may I have a word? I heard what you did at the Grove. They say that in addition to your bow and spear, you have a kind of second sight, especially for matters that have to do with the old ones.
That's one way to put it.
So it's true. You've done well by my clan. But our troubles may not be as easily settled as Draka believes. I think your second sight might be just what we need.
What exactly is the problem?
Not here. Meet me at Scalding Spear. I'll explain everything.
I'll see you there when I can.
Good. The entire clan might depend on it.
I've heard of you, Outlander. Your exploits must require supplies. I will take your shards.
Draka must lead us. Do not back that with my blade. Nora spear. That good spear is a weapon of real strength. Whatever Regala expects at the country. Keep your blade bright.
Will your shards follow?
What did Regala think she could
wasn't expecting to see you in Scalding Spear. Have you been to Plainsong? Did you see Kore?
I haven't had the chance.
Oh.
At the ready, soldiers.
What's going on?
My squad's being sent on patrol northwest of here. I won't be able to see Kore for a long time. I wonder if you could let him know. I don't want him to think I've abandoned him.
We are moving out.
Please.
If I find my way to Plainsong, I'll let him know.
Sakura, I will leave your scab ass behind.
Thank you, Aloy.
I needed the practice. My blade's not as quick as I'd like.
Why would the wound give less water?
These rations barely get us through the day, Commander!
Our children are thirsty!
Come back again.
Exactly! I'll bet they're keeping the water for themselves!
All blades against
This is your opportunity to buy.
Not a happy place.